Ladies and gentlemen, this first bout is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in an NFA catchweight bout brought to you tonight by Halsey Roofing and Holiday Inn Creve Coeur. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This wrestler stands 5'11", weighed in 165.3 pounds. He holds a 1-3 amateur record with 1 win coming by way of submission. Representing ES MMA and Fitness, fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Kendall Whited. His opponent to my left, fighting out of the red corner, is a kickboxer standing 5'10", weighed in 169 pounds. He holds a 0-2 amateur record, representing Freedom Fighters MMA and Fitness, and fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Todd Showstopper Mikel. Your referee in charge of the action, Zach Tybris.
Touch it up, come out ready to fight. All right, guys, we're set for the first fight of the night. Kendall has a very serious look on his face.
Yes, he does. He definitely looks like he's ready for business.
And, you know, coming from a collegiate wrestling background, I believe he's probably got, you know, the nerves are under control. Ooh, front kick to the face right there.
Already pressuring him.
Yes.
Oh, good body kick.
See how fast Kendall is.
There he goes. Todd's answering back.
Kendall with that movement, getting out of the way of those strikes. Nice jab. I'd like to see Kendall get his chin down a little bit.
Nice kicks by Todd.
Took a right hand from Todd right there. There's that wrestling
good.
right there. Kendall, beautiful double leg takedown.
Very good timing.
Beautiful timing on that, Lance. You are correct.
Looks like Kendall's going to try to trap the arms down, break that guard.
Well, what Kendall needs to do here, a lot of these younger amateur guys get really excited. You need to calm it down, figure out what you're going to do next, and secure a position in order to do exactly what you want to do. So, like right here, you got to make sure that, you know, Todd is locking up the guard. Make sure he doesn't throw up any real submissions, nothing like that. Kendall's going to let him up.
As to your point just now, as soon as he did throw the legs up, Kendall was like, I'm getting out.
Yeah.
You might just do it to slow him down, reset the pace, let him know that, hey, I can change levels here and put you down whenever. So when you try and counter-strike me, you're going to pay for it.
A little bit of a low blow right there. What I would really like to see is I'd like to see Kendall throw a couple of those, you know, being a southpaw against an orthodox. A couple of nice straight right hand.
Right hand answered by a shot.
Get out that back door, Kendall, and take that back exactly. Trying to get that hook in. This is what I meant by you've got to secure your position, okay? Now he gets the hooks in, takes his time. He's got that left underhook on that arm. He's going to try to stretch him out. Probably posture up and start looking for some ground and pound.
Todd not doing a terrible job of scrambling. Nice reversal.
Nice sweep.
Push up your head. Come on, get up.
Now, last fight, we noticed Todd would rush a few things. Let's see if he can learn some patience and can pull off a little better ground game than he did this last fight.
1 minute left. Kick off the hips. Hey, get up.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a couple good shots from Todd. Kendall's covering up.
Oh, Kendall is.
He's going to try to swim in for that leg, I think. Gets back to his feet.
Really nice job being able to stay active there. Keep it going.
Kendall locks up a nice guillotine right there. Well, you know what? Coming from a wrestling background, I think he just looks at it as a front headlock in position.
He let it go as soon as he got where he wanted.
Yeah, what I'd like to see here, I mean, Todd obviously is going to, what I think he should do is probably try standing up and breaking that grip and turning around and keep it on his feet.
Todd's doing a good job on that wrist control. He just needs to get up. I wouldn't swing back right now, though.
Kendall going to look for that choke.
Just like you said, though, he needs to be patient and work it. Well, I say that as the 10-second count goes.
Yeah. I think Kendall just holds on to it right now, gets his bearings back. I believe he was rocked a little bit with a couple of those shots from
he ate a couple right hands, got a couple takedowns to counter that, kind of let him know that, you know, I can put you down when I want you to. But then at the same time, Michael had that nice sweep, ended up on top. Kendall had his back a couple times. That was a pretty well-rounded first round.
It was. That was a good first round. I think I have to almost give it to Mikel, however you want to say his name. I think he landed a couple more good shots, got a knockdown, kind of a knockdown there.
Good sweep. He did throw up his legs for a submission. Yeah.
Yeah, but then Kendall also had a couple takedowns that were beautiful.
I will say Kendall did something that it's good for wrestling, but not in MMA. When he took that hard shot, he rolled to his stomach, which you do in wrestling, but you don't want to do that in MMA necessarily.
You do not want to do that here.
Luckily, he didn't give up his back too much on that, but he did need to show something because he got hit hard on the ground there.
He was hurting. I mean, it looked like he was hurting anyway. I'm not him. So.
I would imagine he's going to come out looking for more of those takedowns and hope the pace slows down a little bit more and he can grind him away, especially the way he finished the last round.
Yeah, I'd really like to see either of these guys, since they got that opposite stance, is a rear leg low kick to the inside of that thigh. Start chewing up those legs. Kendall with a nice takedown. Puts his back against the cage. What Kendall needs to do here is keep that pressure down, forehead under the chin, try to drive forward and make it really uncomfortable. And you know, honestly, in MMA, I really wouldn't worry about breaking that guard right now. Worry about landing a couple shots, and you know, let your punches open that guard.
Yeah, you don't want to get in too much of a rush here because you either give up a stand-up or some type of sweep or submission here. You want to cook him a bit. He's doing a good job of that right now. Slow it down, really grind away on him, and he'll get frustrated, open that guard up, and that's when you can find your chance to pass.
Yeah, well, he's got to also be careful. He does, you know, Todd did have a very nice little, I don't even know if it was a scissor sweep or what kind of sweep he pulled off there, but got that reversal. And if you sweep him now, you're in the mount. So
the only thing I would like to see from Kendall is he keeps his hands off the mat. There was a couple times there he put his hands on the mat and had his arms trapped.
There's that inside leg kick. I'd like to see a couple more kicks out of Kendall. His kicks are fast. You start wrapping him off from the body.
He keeps backing him on the cage, but then he's kind of being a little too patient. He's got his back on the cage, and he's kind of letting him off here. Except for, well, this round he's been hitting those takedowns at least.
All right, gets him down.
This is a good spot right here. I would not search for that head and arm choke. Kind of put himself against the cage right here.
Hard to get with that kind of positioning, but you could do it.
You can, and you can see Mikel's got that arm,
the
whole answering the phone situation. But, you know, my coach, Jordan and I's coach, Nick Sanders, he actually showed me a way to finish the head and arm choke, which made it very, very hard to not tap. And you got to get that far elbow down.
Yeah,
Kendall's got to get high, keep that position, and keep a heavy base.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get swept again.
No, start pushing off the head and start landing some big shots.
Michael looking to climb the cage.
Just got to stay heavy here. Now, what Kendall needs to know is a lost art I learned from an old coach, Luigi Fioravani. Oh, beautiful armbar
transition.
Oh, the hammer fist to the face. That is one of my favorite things to do. Beautiful armbar, rolling into it. There it is.
Oh, he doesn't have a thumb.
He's got to turn that thumb up.
He's hitchhiking. He's hitchhiking.
Out of it as well. That's the inexperience right there, where you've got to, you know, they always teach you in the beginning. Grab that wrist to keep that thumb to the ceiling.
Nice sequence here. Now you got Michael finishing the round on top.
Yeah, Kendall. What I think Kendall needs to do right here is try to pick that, do like a little knee pick right there and drive forward.
Yeah. If he can hold there, he got out.
I think they're both going to get out of this round, but guys, what a second round. I think Kendall took this round back. We're going 1-1 into the third.
Two really competitive rounds, though.
Yeah, and that's the game. You know, sometimes when you hunt for the finish like that, you open yourself up to sweeps. And actually, it was just one little small detail that ended up costing. It was a good sequence by both of them. The only thing that cost them was the small detail of having a thumb up. But Todd Mikel did a good job of spinning out of that.
Absolutely. And one thing I've never been a fan of, I've never been a fan of sitting back for an armbar in an MMA fight. Reason being, I've never been a really good jiu-jitsu guy. So when I fall to my back, if, let's just say, their hand slips out, I'm in a really bad spot.
Well, that's why you got to look for that. They call them the threes. You know, you got your armbar, triangle, and omoplata. That's why you got to be ready to switch it up just in case. Because if you do end up losing that, you got to throw another one up to keep them off you. Otherwise, they get side control, and then, like you said, you're in all kinds of trouble then.
Yeah, it's not good.
If I'm cornering Kendall Whited, I'm going to tell him to keep repeating the same thing. Kind of stalk him down against the fence, throw something high, shoot low. And in this case, you know, this has been a good experience. It's been a lot to go back to the drawing board and work on here that you can grow with, win the fight.
Absolutely. Both these guys are showing having a good outing right here.
Kendall's very calm. He's been very calm every round.
Yeah. Well, see, Kendall's always in shape. He's always in the gym. Clearly, he's physically in shape. Nice right hand by Mikel.
That right hand has been working for him.
Absolutely. But that tells me that Kendall's going to need to go back to the gym and work on the head movement a little bit.
Well, Kendall's not winning the foot position with the mismatch leads here.
Correct.
So he's lined up right for that right hand.
What I'd like to see here is Kendall's got to do the whole outside leg trip.
There we go.
There he goes. Just kind of muscled him down there with a body lock. But keep it here, guys. I think you keep it here. You land a couple shots, stay on top. You know, see if there's an opening to advance your position. But you're going to win the round.
Yeah, Todd's looking for that scissor sweep again. He's trying to sneak that foot in there.
Yeah, both these guys look pretty good. This is the way to start off NFA 9, I believe.
Yeah.
Both these guys are very resilient. Like we said, their records aren't really showing their talent.
Which a lot of times seems to be the case.
Especially in St. Louis.
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
We've been preaching it. I mean, again, amateurs are a lot better than they used to be. They're more well-rounded. There's not as many easy fights as there used to be.
Looking for that triangle right there. Kendall's going to need a posture up. There he is.
Well, every time he's attacked him and looking for an armbar, Kendall has backed off and stood him back up. So it's a good strategy here. I mean, it's on Mikel to push the pace and try and create something, sweep, get up. Kendall can land these shots here and there, but he's ahead right now.
Yeah, and you know, if it ends up going to the judge's decision, do you give the fighter that was on top with dominant position and not really doing much offense, or do you give it to the guy on bottom who's attempting some sort of an offensive maneuver?
Depends on your judge's personalities. We've
Exactly.
seen it all over the board.
Well, at this point, I think what Kendall needs to do, he's secure the position. He's going to try to advance. And one thing, like I was trying to say last time with Luigi, he's taught me, put your hand on his mouth. You know, they do that up at Glory.
Oh.
Nice
There we
triangle
go.
right there. Kendall doesn't know you should not ever slam out of that.
And that just made it almost pretty worse there. It looks like he's okay. He,
Yeah, I think it's kind of a
Oh,
weird.
Oh,
Now
he's
we're
adjusting.
going.
No, he's out. He's out.
Kendall, he needs to clear that
Needs to
head.
move- yeah, he needs to clear. He was out, cleared.
That was a kind of a weird interaction.
Well, if Todd would have, he didn't have his knees pinched, and that's why the armbar was way too loose there.
30 seconds here, Kendall with another takedown. But the one thing they do up at Glory, when you're in this position here, they call it the pecs. It's punch, elbow, cover, and then I can't remember what the S.
striking.
Strike. Well, I don't know what the X or whatever it stands for. I can't remember. But the punching elbows and then cover. Cover that mouth. That's not illegal. It's not a very nice thing to do, but it is legal.
I do it to the people I don't like in the gym. Well, nice little sweep to end up here on top. Here at
Finish
the end
the
of the
round
fight.
on top. This will be a close decision. This will be a close decision.
Man.
What a fight, guys.
That was a good fight. Very good opening.
That was a
Very
good
opening
first fight. You know,
Both men are tired too, so that they put it all in there.
You know, guys, and you can get that pay-per-view right at nemesisfightingalliance.com. We still got an entire night of action, and this is just a preview of what you're going to see. But I got to ask you guys, I think we give the first round to Todd, second round to Kendall. Third round, I got to give it to Kendall for the takedowns. You know, Todd had one good triangle attempt. I don't think it was very close to a finish, but it was a good attempt. And Kendall didn't really do much on top, so I don't really know how you're going to score that.
Well, it's all the timing of the moments, really. So the takedowns were also hit with sweeps. So the first round you can even give to Kendall because he dictated where the fight took place. But he did eat a couple shots here. I'm with you. I do think Kendall won 2 and 3. But even in the fights even in the rounds he was winning, he was in some real danger there, like fight-ending danger, like submission, your back's taken.
Yeah. So I actually think if there's about 10 more seconds in that round, I think Todd probably could have got that finish because of the position he ended up in.
Well, Todd did what he needed to do. On a close fight, like we talk about, do the judges have a short-term memory or long-term memory? Finish hard. You know, if it's a close fight, finish on top.
And the one thing they always say is, what's the last thing you saw? You know, do you remember the first minute and a half or the last minute and a half?
Exactly.
But what we're going to do, we got the decision. We're going to send it to the official voice of Nemesis Fighting Alliance, Mike Kendall, for our decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds in our first fight of the evening, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Veal scores the bout 29-28 Mikel. Judge Hyatt scores the bout 29-28 Whited. And your third judge, Judge Francis, scores the bout 29-28. For your winner by split decision, Todd Showstopper Mikel.
Wow.
Shocking decision there. I didn't have it going that way, but this is one of those instances where I cannot blame the judges either way it went.
Well, he did damage him with them right hands, and that
Yes.
seems to have been the difference maker. So if we're looking at overall damage, I would agree with the decision. If we're looking at the point strategy, who dictated where it was, I'm not so sure, but I'm not a judge.
Mike, Kendall's got our winner, Todd Mikel, right there.
I'm here with your winner, Todd Mikel. Congratulations, man. A little slow start in the career, man, but watching you fight every fight, I've seen you dramatically become more and more efficient, a lot more knowledgeable, a lot more technical. Congratulations, well done. Anything you'd like to say out here tonight?
I just want to thank my family, my coaches, my quartermen that helped me progress from my very first fight in October. Every fight I took something positive out of. Even though I lost the last two, it's never a loss if you learn something. So.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on a great win.
No, that's it, man. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for Todd, the showstopper, Mikel.